All right, for my bird dogs, here is a question I've been asked many times. Who pays you, the seller or the buyer? And the answer is it depends. It's like the universal answer to real estate. What do I mean? Simple. A lot of times, if it's a good deal and you really brought a good deal, the buyer's going to pay you. Most of the time, that's going to be the case. But everything is not always black and white. In fact, a lot of times it's not. And so there are times where the seller will pay you. Now, why would the seller pay you instead of the buyer? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, the seller may be okay with it because, hey, if they're paying you, they could be paying what do you call it? A realtor, right? But a bird dog is usually going to cost less than a realtor. So from their perspective, they could be getting a significant discount. Another reason is as a bird dog, you can present yourself as, hey, you're bringing them a buyer and you should be compensated for that as a service. And some sellers will go along with that. Okay, so that's two scenarios, totally realistic, where rational people selling their property say, okay, this makes sense, and they will pay your fee. Now, another possibility is you may have a deal and you might have a buyer, but quite frankly, the buyer's not that excited about it. He doesn't think it's too good. The numbers are too tight. And it's like he's kind of interested, or she, but they're like, I don't know. And you may have to get the seller to pay it to get the deal done because the buyer's it's close, but not close enough for them to pull the trigger if they're having to pay you as well. So that's another scenario. Now, here's another scenario. Maybe you get paid by both sides. The seller pays you and the buyer pays you. I've seen that happen where the bird dog fee is split. Quite frankly, it's not terribly different from how a wholesaler gets paid, but there are some tweaks. But at the end of the day, what's the point? It's a negotiation. Okay. Just like there's a deal being negotiated between buyer and seller, a bird dog fee oftentimes is also part of that negotiation. And that is okay. It's not a big deal. The question is, where is that happy medium where everybody's happy? Sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it may have to go a few rounds with both parties to get it all sorted out to where everyone's happy. There is no right or wrong. All of it is possible. Just put in the work and do yourself a favor. Don't assume it always happens one way. That is not reality. This is real estate. And in real estate, all the parts are moving. And in the next deal, they're going to move differently. In the deal after that, they're going to move differently again. It's just the way it is. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. So keep working at it and make deals happen.